You put oil on, hands on the top of the head. It's just to rest them gently and then slide down to the shoulders. You're going to ask your client to take in 3 deep breaths when I say count to 3. So breathe in 1, 2, and 3. You're going to pick up your support and you're going to place it behind the client and you're going to gently support it over there. Hands at the side of the head. Then you're going to do stroking, which is prayer movement across the forehead. So three times. I'm going to do it quicker, okay, because otherwise we won't fit it in time. Spread the fingers out as you go across the face so the client gets a nice gentle feeling. Then we're going to do it across the chin. Then pressure points to the forehead. So starting in the middle of the forehead, we're going to do it in 3 rows across and 3 rows up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to move across to the middle of the eyebrow and do 3 up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then to the end of the eyebrow, and the same movement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to work around the eye sockets, pressure points around the eye sockets. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do frictions all across here. And then I'm going to use the heel of my hand and do the same movement back and forth. You can do it, because she's got a ponytail in her hair, it's making it difficult, but I'll do it this way. But if you can, on a person with short hair like me, that would be easier to do it this way. Smoothing up the skull, up to the skull, from the base to the skull, smoothing movements. And then either with your thumb or with your 2 fingers or this way, pressure points starting from the center, working out. And support the neck again and gently rock the head down. And then to the chin as well, pressure points to the chin. Always keeping in touch with the client, so remove one hand at a time. And then because you're going to finish up here, you're going to just grab hold of the earlobes and massage the ears. Small circular movements. And place one hand over the ear and the other hand over the ear. And then come up to the temple and do small circular movements on the temple. And finish holding the head like that. So then you're going to remove the head support. Okay. So it's a smoothing effleurage following the line of the scapula in a C shape. In a C shape. Thumb sweeping, fan out over the trapezius. Start from the outside, Rachel, and work in 3 lines. Heel of the hand rub around the scapula 3 times. So the heel of the hand finger frictions around the scapula. Just be aware of your posture all the time. Change positions. Again, smoothing. Effleurage. You're going to hold the hand in there, and you're going to start at the top in this position like that, up at the top, and you're going to just pressures into the neck, down the spine, just to the mid-back where the bra strap goes. Draw it up gently to either side of the spine. Make sure that if you're standing in this position, you've got soft legs, or this position. And then with a vibration. Come back to behind the client. Release one hand and release the other hand, and thumb pushes over the shoulders. So thumb pushes over the shoulders. Thumb pushes over the shoulders like that. So it's like picking up and rolling, picking up and rolling, picking up and rolling, pick up and rolling. one is finger pulls. So again, you're doing this movement. Finger pulls around the scapula and pull. And then this rolling, heel rolling again. Heel pushes over the shoulders. So pick up and squeeze. So try and lift it if you can. And remember these shoulders, there's what we did earlier. In our prayer movement, chopping in our prayer movement. Only on the muscular parts. And then our hacking. And then our soothing effleurage again. We'll move on to the upper arm now. So once you finish that last one, you'll come back here. You'll come to the side, fingers facing forwards, both hands starting at the top, and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze right down to the elbow. Gently drag it back up again, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1, 2. And while you're at that side, you might want to come around this side. You're going to turn around and squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. Going to keep in contact with the client and do the same on the other side. So starting with the fish, you're going to work down the arm, so hold the top of that and roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, right down to here. Draw the hands gently up, back up the arm when you're finished doing, when you get to the elbow. Now this is this funny one where it's the squeeze and pick up. So you're going to squeeze and pick up, squeeze and pick up, squeeze and pick up, squeeze and pick up, to the top again, squeeze, pick up, squeeze, pick up. So make it smooth movement. I have hopefully shown you in more detail, but you need to make it smooth. Right up to the top, then kneading around the ball and socket joint. And then that's smoothing again. Keep the hands soft. Don't make them into fists, keep them soft. And again, gently place the hands along the client and pause. And we're going to standing at the side of the client, you're going to support the back of the neck like that and the forehead like that, and you're going to gently make sure your knees are soft, or whichever position you want to be in, and gently back and forth, gently back and forth 3 times. Straighten the neck. You're going to pick up your support and you're going to put it behind you here. And lean your head and support it, if you can, on the shoulder like this. And make sure that your client is supported at the back. Do you feel supported? Okay, so place the neck support between your client. Finger frictions working from the base shoulder to the base of the skull. So from the shoulder, finger frictions all the way up and down. And this is the neck we're working on now, so don't go too far down onto the shoulder because we're working on the neck. Okay, so that's 3 times. Thumb pushes. So again, thumb pushes. Thumb pushes. So you're pushing the skin. You're pushing the skin. Thumb pushes from there up to there, up to there. Thumb pushes. So roll that skin over, or that muscle. Finger pulls. So we're pulling back. Grasp that muscle. Grasp that muscle. Grasp the muscle. Everything's 3 times, and you're going to do those movements on the same side, plus this next one, and then you'll swap over to the other side. So you're going to stretch, stretch 3 times. Going to swap sides now. So adjust your support, and you're going to do the frictions up the neck again. So the same 3 movements or 4 movements on the opposite side. The finger on the opposite side. Keep those legs soft and that pelvis tucked under. Frictions. Make sure you hold this client's head with your other hand, and then rubbing the entire scalp back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then frictions the whole head. And then ruffling and shampooing. Get that scalp moving, make sure you can feel the scalp moving. And then it says plucking, so you're going to do just tiny little plucking, so just little strands of hair. And then tugging whole handfuls. Finger smoothing. Tapping. So we're going to do pressures. So I want you to hold the hands like this on the head at the top, and pressures all the way back. And pressure to the scalp. Then you're going to put your fingers up and squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up. And we're going to do temple frictions again. And this is where you can either cup your hands over the client's eyes if you wanted to. And then clawing, which is taking the hands into the hair like a claw. And lifting and squeeze and release, release. Lift, squeeze, release. Lift, squeeze, release. Lift, squeeze, release. Then you're going to do moving. Come around the side, just straighten the client's head, one hand in front and one hand at the top. Bring one hand up to the third eye. Come around to the back of the client. Deep breath in. too. Okay.